Just on the half hour, he reached the corner where lay the gloves and the paper. But he strangely ignored that which he had come to seek. He was holding two little hands as tightly as ever he could, and looking into two penitent brown eyes, while joy rioted in his heart. "Dear Jack," she said, "I knew you would be here on time." "I wonder what she means by that," he was saying to himself. "But it's all right. It's all right." A big wind puffed out of the west, picked up the paper from the sidewalk, opened it out, and sent it flying and whirling down a side street. Up that street was driving a skittish bay to a spider-wheel buggy. The young man who had written to the heart-to-heart editor for a recipe that he might win her, for whom he sighed. The wind, with a prankish flurry, flapped the flying newspaper against the face of the skittish bay. There was a lengthened streak of bay, mingled with the red of running gear that stretched itself out for 4 blocks. Then, a water hydrant played its part in the cosmogony. The buggy became matchwood as foreordained, and the driver rested very quietly where he had been flung on the asphalt in front of a certain brownstone mansion. They came out and had him inside very promptly, and there was one who made herself a pillow for his head and cared for no curious eyes, bending over and saying, "Oh, it was you all the time, Bobby. Couldn't you see it? And if you die, why, so must I. But in all this wind, we must hurry to keep in touch with our paper." Policeman O'Brien arrested it as a character dangerous to traffic. Straightening its disheveled leaves with his big, slow fingers, he stood a few feet from the family entrance of the Shandon Bells Café. One headline he spelled out ponderously: "The papers to the front in a move to help the police." "But, whisht!" The voice of Danny, the head bartender, through the crack of the door. "Here's a nip for ye, Mike, old man." Behind the widespread, amicable columns of the press, Policeman O'Brien receives swiftly his nip of the real stuff. He moves away, stalwart, refreshed, fortified, to his duties. Might not the editor-man view with pride the early, the spiritual, the literal fruit that had blessed his labors?